Hello everyone, my name is Csaba Osváth from the College of Education at the University of South Florida. I'm creating this recording in my virtual home space, and since I'm reflecting on the therapeutic dimension of virtual reality, I must say that constructing or building functional environments in VR has always been a relaxing and meditative experience. After a stressful day, I often come here to decompress, listen to music, watch a movie, or hang out with friends. For many people, world building in video games and in virtual reality is a therapeutic engagement. And the fact that I can use my hands in VR to create or interact with objects deepens my sense of agency, as well as the immersive experience of being fully present. I have been exploring and experimenting with VR since 2016, and I spent several hundreds of hours engaging with various virtual experiences ranging from games to social VR platforms such as the soon-to-be-closed Altspace from Microsoft. I use VR on a daily basis for relaxation, exercise and work, but my primary interest is the educational and research uses of this technology. I'm perhaps among the first graduate students who used VR to write a dissertation and use a virtual airplane hangar to outline his research. At the College of Education, I teach a course about children's literature, and I bring VR to my classroom to show my students how artists and writers are embracing this new medium to create immersive stories. In my creativity and design thinking class, I share how VR can be used for brainstorming, prototyping, and testing ideas. In my course focusing on writing development, I share how VR will change the way we create and interact with textual features. And to be honest, I cannot name an academic domain, discipline, or an industry that will not be affected or changed by immersive technologies. I consider VR as the most psychologically powerful medium, and it is not a surprise that some researchers refer to it as the ultimate Skinner box. It is important to point out that VR is not some augmentation of a previously existing medium like adding color to television or an optional 3D experience to movies through special glasses. VR is an entirely new medium with its own unique characteristics and psychological effects, and I think it is still poorly understood. As a regular user of this technology, I can testify that the psychological effects of VR can be profound and long-lasting. Even my dreams have changed since I began using VR. And study after study has shown the experiences that people have in VR have an impact on them. Their behaviors can change, and these changes don't disappear right away. VR's ability to induce anxiety by placing people in socially stressful situations, such as public speaking, or exposing them to their phobias, has made VR a useful tool for exposure therapy, even proving to be more effective than real-life exposure therapy. Richie's Plank Experience is a fun and powerful app to combat fear of heights and also spiders, and for me, the game Rush was instrumental to reduce my fear of heights and speed while playing a fun and rewarding game. In my life, VR proves to be the most valuable tool for stress reduction, and this is one area many developers are focusing on, creating apps and experiences to help people better cope with anxiety and stress. Trip is a comprehensive meditation app with guided meditations, breathing exercises, and a collection of instructional, immersive videos to teach mindfulness, walking meditation, relaxation. It also has a mixed reality mode where you can take advantage of the Quest's ability to augment your real-life environment and turn your room into a magical landscape. Zen VR is modeled after formal meditation retreats, offering a comprehensive learning experience and numerous opportunities to practice meditation in an immersive environment with a virtual teacher. Guided Meditation VR is another app I have been using on a regular basis, as it has an excellent customization feature to create my own meditation experiences based on my needs and available time. For Quest users, I would also recommend the free app Maloka, which combines world-building gamification with meditation, with the added benefit of voiceover provided by the astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. VR's ability to transport us to fantastic environments and landscapes generates a sense of awe and wonder, and I'm confident that these feelings can also contribute to one's well-being or improve mental states. It never gets old to spend a few minutes on the top of Mount Everest and marvel at the sunset or sunrise. Similarly, Deep States VR also offers breathtaking, volumetric natural environments to use for meditation and exploration. When it comes to relaxation, I also want to mention another free app, AirCar. Though I do not think this experience was designed for meditation or relaxation, nevertheless, it is my go-to application when I need to decompress after a stressful day. The ambient music, the falling rain on the windshield, the aesthetics of the environment, and the intuitive driving mechanics makes this experience psychologically rewarding, as it completely removes objectives or goals to accomplish, offering free exploration and a relaxing flying experience without motion sickness. Though I understand that this might not work for everyone, the point I want to make is to consider the therapeutic benefits of VR apps that are not necessarily marketed or designed as such. For me, creativity and art making have always been intimately linked to well-being. I find art making as one of the most powerful therapeutic interventions. VR offers numerous creative experiences, but lately what has been providing a playful way to relax is a simple app, Color Space, Rocket to Zen. This app brings back some childhood memories of my love for coloring books, and coloring in VR where you are inside the coloring book is indeed among the most relaxing engagements I can think of after a stressful day. I also wanted to mention Beat Saber as a therapeutic experience because this is among the few VR experiences one can easily experience the benefits of psychological flow states. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi summarizes these benefits as positive emotions, reduced stress, improved performance and creativity, greater motivation and happiness. And besides the physical benefits of this movement-based experience, I think Beat Saber should be considered as a therapeutic tool to achieve a sense of well-being. Similarly, Supernatural is one of the most widely used exercise apps. Working out with the guidance of personal trainers, surrounded by spectacular natural environments, provides a unique and almost magical exercise experience. And the reason I wanted to mention this app is that it also offers guided meditation sessions and stretching exercises. Of course, there are many other movement-based apps I find beneficial both physically and psychologically. Guided Tai Chi VR is one excellent example, as it combines movement with meditation. Similarly, for many people, fishing in real life might be among the most relaxing and therapeutic experiences. And speaking from personal experience, I can testify that fishing in VR, alone or with friends, offers similar benefits minus causing harm to a fish. During the pandemic, VR proved to be a wonderful tool combating my sense of isolation. We know the therapeutic benefits of travel and the natural environment, and I was surprised how VR, though it could not replace or mimic actual travel, it still offered something immensely valuable. Using Google Earth VR and Wonder, I visited my home country. I walked the streets of my hometown where I grew up. But probably the most profound experience I had related to VR travel was the opportunity to travel to a village where I spent many summers with my great-grandmother. When she died, I was already living abroad, and it was through VR I could first see and stand near the cemetery where she was buried. In a sense, it was a form of grief counseling, just to stand there and look at the familiar landscape and reflect on memories and what she meant to me throughout my life. And talking about grief and grief counseling, I would like to mention a wonderful app, Phone of the Wind. This experience offers an intimate encounter with grieving families visiting a phone booth in Japan that serves as a creative medium for people to process loss. This experience also offers a digitally recreated phone booth for users of this application, in a sense providing a safe and intimate environment to reflect and to consider this tool as a reminder that death does not end a relationship. Though I mentioned that some experts see VR as the ultimate Skinner box, a powerful tool to manipulate and influence people based on conditioning, on the other hand, VR is the ultimate empathy machine. It allows us to literally step inside someone else's life. In my classes, I let my students experience what it is like to be a person with Alzheimer's or dementia. The app Dementia Firsthand places users into the body of an elderly gentleman, and they can experience what it is like to live with the devastating memory loss and the constant state of confusion. Becoming homeless and We Are Still Here are also powerful virtual experiences that let users experience homelessness and vicariously live through the struggles and challenges homeless people face and encounter every day. VR lets us experience other people's lives and stories, and I think narrative therapy will greatly benefit from this technology. VR also offers experiences we might not be able to have in real life. SoundSelf, for example, offers one of the most creative meditative experiences in which your voice will become a generative force, altering the environment around you, actualizing an immersive audio-visual experience that I would label as a profound spiritual experience. And talking about spiritual experiences, the VR app Ayahuasca allows users to witness what it would be like to undergo a psychedelic journey. And I find these simulation-type experiences particularly useful because we will be generating these altered states of consciousness without ingesting chemicals. Also, as machine learning improves, I think AI will play a significant role in therapeutic settings. I have been experimenting with chatbots like Replica for a few years, and I have already witnessed tremendous progress in human-machine interactions. Just think about an AI therapist who also has access to real-time biometric data coming from the headset or other wearable devices. I highly recommend to all my students to start experimenting and using VR. Now that the technology is relatively affordable and refurbished standalone headsets such as the Meta Quest 2 can be purchased for around $300, it is a great investment. I would also encourage users to start learning how to create or how to modify VR experiences. Both the Unreal Engine and Unity are free software used for VR content creation, and I do believe that it will give all of us a great advantage if we know how to build VR content or create VR experiences. There are many other headsets in the market, and if you have a gaming computer with a decent CPU and GPU, you can access more high-quality apps via PC VR. I primarily use the Valve Index at home because of excellent tracking and great comfort that allows me to spend longer sessions in VR without any discomfort. Though I think augmented reality will have a much greater influence and impact on society and the workforce, the technology is still very expensive, and I haven't had enough experience with AR such as the HoloLens or Magic Leap to offer more insights. However, if you are interested in AR, I highly recommend the book Superside by David Rose and Extended Reality in Practice by Bernard Moore. Currently, I'm teaching a course at the Judy Genshaft Honors College titled Pilgrim in the Metaverse, Exploring Extended Reality. This course is a great introduction to virtual reality and social VR. I do consider myself as an ambassador or evangelist for VR, so I bring this technology with me wherever I go. I bring it to other classes that are not focusing on VR. I mentioned my courses on children's literature, creativity, and writing. I do try to integrate VR into these curriculums and show students how these domains can be enhanced and benefited by XR technologies such as AR, VR, and MR. Also hosted by the David Ensign Center at the College of Education, I will be leading workshops on a weekly basis. These 30-minute sessions will be practical and will be focusing on the educational and research uses of VR and also interactive video games. So if you are interested, please reach out and I can provide more information. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate your engagement with this short video. I hope you found it useful and beneficial. Thank you again.